Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me on today. Growing here, broadcasting live from the lighthouse. Shining light, beaming light out to you to guide you straight to God. God is within you. Look inside you. That's where you find God. You ain't got to run behind no church. Run up in no church constantly, going in there looking for God. God is within you. That's why I get so excited and get riled up from the beginning, from jump start. Because glory, glory, hallelujah, since I laid my burdens down. Glory, glory, hallelujah, since I've laid my burdens down. Burdens down, Lord, burdens down. Since I laid my burdens down. See how they got, they always got to take it, and drag it out in the end. I ain't got, breath for that. Just let it go. Some things just got to let it grow. It's like another love TKO. There it is, I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you like it T.I. is. I got to be me. I can't be no different. I can't pretend. I can't get on here and get the acoustics and all this other different stuff going on. See, because I'm going to talk to you like a friend. I'm going to talk to you because I love you. I grow for you. And I got to keep it real. Seriously, I can't, I've had some episodes where I put the music in and, different things, but I'm going according to God's will and God's plan. See, God don't want the music, the intro and the outro. We'll have that, at a different point in time. We're on a journey here. We're on a love, peace, and soul train, headed towards genuine equality and righteousness. So, along this soul train, what do? You pick up passengers. Just get on board. You don't need no ticket to ride. Just get on board. Thank the Lord. That's what we're going to do. We're going to thank the Lord. We're going to rejoice. Hallelujah. We're going to give God the praise as we grow through. I'm going to tell you something, honey, and I want you to listen to me now. You better listen to me because I'm telling you what I know. If you're sick, eat garlic. If you got a runny nose, sore throat, cough, congestion, eat you some raw garlic. I'm telling you what I know. God told me as I grow. I've been on the journey and I've learned some things. I didn't know nothing about no garlic back then. Years ago, God kept me for a time such as this. God kept me because listen to this. Watch this. When I was in that haunted house. I told you this a while back, but when I was in that haunted house, I gotta tell them again. We gotta kind of bring up why, where all this come from, because it's a lot of episodes and people are catching up, and this is a daily podcast. We on the journey. So the neighbor next door, Mr. Lenny, an elderly Caucasian king. The house is haunted now, mind you. We know, the whole family know. We know. And we seen the slave girl on the porch. And Mr. Lenny, the Caucasian king who lived next door, brought over one day a great big box of garlic, one of them toilet paper boxes of garlic. Because he always used to come and bring us donations of food for some reason. We never asked him to bring us no food. He just started going to the pantry. He would go like 2-3 different pantries and just bring us food. And he said, "Well, you got a family here you trying to feed." And we didn't never asked him to do that. And so some of the stuff we keep and some stuff we give away, And but he would do that until he kept doing it, and he would bring so much. It was so much food, we didn't have nowhere to put it. It was, now to think about it, how sweet he was. I didn't even think about it. It was aggravating him because he kept bringing all that food. And I was so aggravated. Well, I'm going to put all this food. He keep bringing food. And I would tell Brian, you need to talk to him and tell him, stop bringing food over. He's bringing all this food. It was so much food. We could The refrigerator's packed, the cabinets, everything. I had put food on top of the wash and dryer. He just kept bringing food. And he said, well, you got a family over here you trying to feed. Okay, well, one day, I wasn't there. He brought over this great big toilet paper box full of garlic and told Brian, because Brian was already spooked about the ghost anyway. And he told Brian, he said, this is for the spirits that's in the house. He said they found 6 bodies in the basement. And then he walked off. And Brian was left there shook. He had that big toilet paper box full of garlic, and he was shook. And he told me about it, when I came back, and I laughed. I said, did he really say that? Because I already knew the house was haunted, but Brian would never believe me. He never would believe me. When I tried to tell him what happened in the house, he shut me down. But when I told him about that water running, when he was sitting there at that dining room table, I showed him where all that water ran in a wet rag, and he looked up there and he knew it ain't no pipes up there. The house survived the fire back in the 70s. He took off, grabbed that plate, took off running in the room. He didn't say a word. He looked up to that wall, grabbed that plate, and took off running, and ran in that room and sat down and went in there and ate. He wouldn't even stay in the house by himself. He was so scary. But, so, garlic. And now that I'm understanding, he brought that big box of garlic, and we had to get rid of that. I wished I'd have kept it, but I couldn't have kept all that garlic. That was too much garlic. We wouldn't have been able to eat all that garlic in time before it spoiled. That's why he brought all that garlic. That was God. For me to tell you, garlic. If you're sick, eat garlic. Eat raw garlic. Don't buy it jarred, and do not cook it. If you cook it, you're going to destroy the allicin that's in it. Study on it. Read about it. Read upon garlic so you know what I'm talking about. We growing. I see you, Germany. I see you, Australia. I see you, Mexico. I see you, United States. I see you, Russia. I see you, Ukraine. I see you, Vladimir Putin. And I see God over here, Putin. I see God over here moving. God is moving, and we are growing, honey. It don't matter. I see what evil doing. I see the blood shed. I see the tears. I cry too. I done been through the storm. I had to get to the breakthrough, and that's to grow, honey, and I'm here to grow for you. That's why we got all this evil in the world. See, and then people are like, well, where is God? What didn't happen to God? God has never left us. God has been right there, and always working in the background, working in his time. So now look, I had to go to Africa. I had to go to Africa because my ancestors went to Africa. And by them going to Africa, I'm completing the journey. I'm bringing it in, bringing the train on in. The Underground Railroad, which was an Underground Railroad because they had to hide. We ain't hiding. We coming out to the world. We're coming out. We want the world to know it's time for us to grow. We're coming out. Hallelujah. Coming out to the world, honey. That's what I'm coming out to the world. Grow. The butterfly is emerging. We are rising. I get so excited. I get so happy in the sight of God as God is moving in our lives. I'm so grateful and thankful that I keep on pushing no matter what around me, no matter what it seems, no matter the anxiety, no matter what I deal with on a daily basis, all the strife and oppression that's around me, the scams and all kind of different things, backstabbing, backbiting, street fighting, just horrible things. All this evil all around us, and then some of us just in there promoting the evil, just pitting each other on top of one another as we crabs in the bucket trying to climb out the bucket. We here pitting one another against one another instead of trying to help one another. Instead of us as a people coming together. Now you see wrong. You see wrong. And I'm going to point something out. White supremacy. And excuse me, white supremacy is a myth. There's no such thing as white supremacy. Now you got people walking around thinking they supreme, but they are not supreme over anything. They came in this world with nothing. Somebody had to give them something in order for them to get a start. And then they went through their life, steal, kill, and destroying, using evil purposes to get up, thinking you supreme. That's your way of thinking. So there's nothing supreme about the way you think, because when you leave up out of here, you're not taking nothing with you. Your superiority is not going to mean anything when you get to the other side. I'm here to tell you, I got a message for you. Somebody told me to deliver this message, and I'm telling you, the wisdom comes so, honey. Sometimes the wisdom comes, and my head don't be hurting, but it just be like, wow, it's like a rush. You know, the wisdom that I get. That's why I talk fast. I got a message to get out. And I'm here to tell you, it's time to get right or get left. You know, change your heart and your mind to grow right where you at. You ain't got to do nothing. Where I sign up at? Where I go? Where I go to the website? Where I do? Where I gotta put in? You ain't got to do nothing. Just fix you. Change your heart and mind to grow. That's all you got to do every day. Just look to the Lord. That's what I do. You know, I just look up. You know, I look to the Lord physically. I do. I be looking for God. You know, God, I know God here. See, all I got to do is keep doing the right thing. Don't do me, do the right thing in God. You know, keep moving on in the Lord. Keep pressing on as God will want me to press on. Because I'm here, a warrior until transition. I'm not going to give up. I ain't going to give up the battle I thought about it. When they threw in the towel, I threw it in too. I was done with me too. I condemned me to death row. I said, well, I got to execute. I'm condemned. I'm going out. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to see none of it. I done gave it my all, and my all wasn't good enough. Well, I'm ready to go. You know, ain't no more. I ain't ready. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to leave up out of here. I was done. I was tired. And God said, no, grow. God said, no, greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. It's time to grow, and you're going to go tell them to grow. Tell them it's time to ride. Look here, we've been on a journey. You know, from the time we started out in that haunted house, we have been on a journey. And look at us now, you know, through God, by the grace of God, we are here. Life is a gift, a beautiful gift to lift those around you, because when you lift those around you, you lift yourself. You know, don't lift yourself off others, lift yourself with others. Grab others up and lift up, because see, that's how we all gonna come up. Go down there and buy that store and put somebody in there to fix it up and help you out. You know, I understand some different things going on, but you know family members, you know the talented and lost. You know, you done paid them $5 to paint your house, do this different things, you know, trying to get to come up. You know, some of us, not all of us, but some of us, you know, we have, you know, took advantage. And, you know, it's all in your heart. You just got to change your heart. It's no matter what you've done, you know, even if nobody on this earth knows what you've done, God knows, and you got to change your heart to God. It's not about going and confessing anything to any man, because can't no man put you nowhere. You know, just think, all the people that listen to me, if I try to listen to all their problems, I could never get nothing done. I got to hear from everybody. See, that's not what we here for. Ministry is not about, you know, it's about lifting people. It's not about taking people's situation and then that's what you talk about. See, I'm here talking about my situation. What didn't happen to me, I still got a whole lot to tell you. It's a whole lot of stuff I ain't even told you yet. You just ain't gonna believe it. And so here we grow. Sow Love, here we grow. I'm telling you, we growing. And we on a journey, a very exciting journey. I'm very happy and very excited to be growing with thee. God has blessed us so. And God, as I grow, God has given me this day my daily bread. God has blessed me because I'm telling you, this is all for God. The wisdom comes so fast, honey, but I'm telling you, I'm going to get it out to you. I'm going to tell you, just give me a minute. Just like, you may have a family member who study, trying to get it out, trying to tell, wait a minute, okay, what you saying? Hold up, just slow down a little bit. Because, see, we get excited. We want to tell you, we want to get it out, and we talk fast because we trying to hurry up and get the message out, and then the words start stumbling on each other. Just start stumbling. You like, wait. Slow it down. So I have to remember to bring it down. Even as a minister, as I'm ministering to you, I minister to myself. Because I go back and listen to my podcast episodes. I reminisce on the love I have with God, honey. That I'm happy. What you talking about? Be happy. I'm happy with the Lord. I am. I ain't got to go find no man to be happy. Happiness is within me. I don't need no man. If he come along, God bring him along, that's fine. I ain't going looking for nothing. Whatever come along is coming through God. I'ma know it's going to be God and grow. I'm telling you, it's going to be through God and grow. So, happiness is within ourselves from God. You ain't got to go find nobody to find happiness. Find happiness within you. You came in this world by yourself, and you're going to leave by yourself. Whether you leave together or not, your soul still got to go on its own journey, on this highway of life. Our souls are on the journey. They just happen to be in physical bodies right now. We're spiritual beings in physical bodies, and the souls are not rested. Pause. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. God is love. God is good. Sow love in every neighborhood. Sow love, kings and queens. Don't be part of the problem. Be part of the solution. Let's make world peace. Let's make meta world peace all around you. Have a sweet sauna of love everywhere, all around, just everywhere, all around. So here we grow. I'm telling you, I love you. I'm excited. I'm so humbled in the sight of the Lord. I truly am. The sight of God, of us growing in God all around the world. Man, woman, boy, and girl. Because I'm telling my grandbaby growing, honey. He grown, he truly is. He growing in God. I'm laying the foundation and laid it down for 9 years. So now, Sow Love, hear my baby grow. Because he getting ready to go out there with his grandpa in California. And I thank God for that. Okay. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom all over the world. I love you. God bless you.